actually remember seeing a sign that it was like whites only, and then further down in the dirt road, there was a place that was for blacks.
Right. Well, I'm going to come right back to you. We want to dedicate this program to Black history because it will be shown in the month of February.
Yeah.
And we just kind of go back a little bit. Now, the experience that you had when you arrived with your father, I know you had to stop at different places and restaurants, so you couldn't go into a restaurant. You had to go around to the side and all like that.
Well, my father was a little keener because I don't know what keener being. I guess maybe road wise. Even during that time, they still had the black porters, and they had some black bus drivers. So, actually, believe it or not, they sang gospel too.
All right.
And so some of these people were in the group, so they already knew when they got ready to take a trip, they already mapped out where they were going to go, and it would generally be all the time within a black neighborhood, or we would. I mean, the roads are public naturally, but where we would end up at would be black. So no, I never ever experienced or never ever saw my father walking in the back of any place. My father always walked through the front door, and I walked beside him through the front door. However, but I had learned something, that there were two sides of the tracks.
Right.
But we were on the other side of the track, and that was the reason why we could do that.
Oh, okay. Now, just think about, singing, you were blessed that by you being a young man, that you wasn't, as traveling like y'all was doing, you was kind of been, you didn't experience the problem that when y'all went back south, where you certain places that you couldn't go.
Yeah.
See, so you were blessed that being a young man. But think about the singers that became before y'all.
Oh yeah, I already. There again, in learning Black history, I can name a lot of people like Mahalia Jackson, Ella Fitzgerald, Duke Ellington. Who else? Let's see. As famous as Red Fox was,
right.
They even through their fame would have to go through the back,
right, yeah,
and then perform before an audience, and then leave through the back like a thief.
Through the back.
However, times changed, and then they were able to walk through the front door. But no, I never did have to. But I knew of that. Yeah.
Now, we have a black president, and he's doing a good job. I mean, the best he can do. I mean, under conditions.
Yes, because he was left with a total mess.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, are we better off now than we ever been?
As a people,
as a people.
No, I don't think so. I told a friend that. Matter of fact, this was during the time that Obama was on the verge of being elected. I had said to the person that I was speaking with, I said, black people don't realize it, but they are in a more critical time than they have ever been in their whole life. For the simple reason now, people expect now black people to ruck up.
Right.
And the unfortunate part about our black people is that we're still, not all of us, and I'm proud to say that,
right.
Not all of us, but a majority of us are still on the gimme, let me have vote.
Right. Well, that's very touching. Man, we want to take time out for the people of Haiti.
Oh, yes. My heart goes out to them.
Yeah, we just want to take our time for them. We know that this show is showing in Black History Month. Haiti have been a country that is, they said, one of the poorest countries that ever been. And we look at some of the structures that was tore down behind the earthquake. If the engineers had properly done their job, some of the places probably still been standing. But because of regulation that the United States we have a better structure of regulation that that don't stop people from dying all the time. But we think about the money that have went in there years past, that people's more concerned now than they was a long time ago about Haiti. Because I remember, I just have to tell the truth, I remember years ago that when the Haiti people would try to come over here, they send them back.
I remember that. They were in a boat, and you know, matter of fact, it was two things happening at the same time. The Haitians were trying to get over in the ocean, and I think it was the Chinese or somebody else. It was coming. No, it wasn't the Cuban. No, it wasn't the Cuban, but it was just the different races. The Chinese people, the Coast Guard came out and assisted and did whatever. The Cubans, I mean the Haitians, they had their battleships.
Right.
America sent battleships to turn them back.
Turn them back. Yeah.
So I remember that.
Yeah.
That was back in the 60s.
But I'm happy. I'm proud of our country now with the work that they're doing to help them over there under our president Obama. Everybody is doing their best. You know, sending money. The United States, the cities. You know, the state government. Everybody is doing their part, and then the peoples. All us, is trying to show some love to that great country, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
So we got just a few minutes. What you want to say that I haven't asked you about? This has been a blessing. Oh, it's always a blessing to be on stage with you. We got about maybe 7 minutes.
Okay, I want to say that I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the leadership and guidance that you've shown me through the time that I've known you. What I love about you and what I will always love about you is you have seen me good, bad, ugly, and in between, and you've never criticized. You've always encouraged. I want to thank you again, especially for inviting me to view somebody